And as he said, he's been working on it for quite a while now. He's 25 years old. Minneapolis is where he was born. And he spent some time down in Florida as well now. Vegas, Nevada, and he's 24 years old, and they play on hard courts virtually exclusively there. He still lives in Las Vegas. Yep. 3 crisp shots. Good serve, and then a crisp return, and he puts the volley.
Rate the pace and keep the volley firm.
He started out serving well.
At Lipton in 91, at Stratton in 89. But Agassi has also beaten David on hard. That was in Orlando the same year, 89.
40 love.
They played as recently as Osaka of this year.
The guy can do serve well if he serves very well. Like that. You know, he's in with a shot. That's his first ace.
15 love.
I mean, that's not only a big serve, but it's also exceptionally accurate. Now, what he's trying to do is toss the ball a little bit lower and reach up a little bit quicker. Hit the ball almost on the rise, or at least when it just stops at the top of the toss. Very much like Roscoe Tanner.
Bye. 15 all. I really think that's a good idea, Vitas, just from a mechanical standpoint on the serve. Watch this again.
He goes, Andre Agassi goes for the Lendl body shot right at David Wheaton, and then the easy put away on the overhead.
It's another great serve from his second ace. He is really playing forceful stuff on his own serve.
40-15.
Changs and Couriers as well.
Advance.
Yeah, big serve.
Third ace of this game.
Wheaton says that he went to college. He was a kind of Goran Ivanisevic with a big serve, and a guy used to stay back, and Dick Gould changed all of that and made him into virtually a pure serve and volley player. And you're seeing that kind of play now, but it is interesting how players can change completely from defensive to offense, or from a two-hander to a one-hander. So Wheaton holds on, and it's 2-1 now. No breaks of serve. Ivanisevic's, which he said was too stiff. $15 all. So he changed. And so he is using now the same racket as Andre, except that it's not quite as big a head. So it's the mid-size version of Andre Agassi's racket. You can see a rather colorful frame that they both have. Not as stiff as that Ivanisevic one. 15-30.
Nice.
Called good. Agassi's looking for a call, doesn't get one. Terrific serve, his 4th ace.
He's really been painting that serve right down the middle. Take a look at that. That's an as accurate a serve as you can get. Catching that footwork is so incredibly good by Andre.
That's why Jimmy Connors could do it. Man.
That's a terrific return from him. You know, he did it from the time that he was a competitor on stuff other than clay courts of Europe. He's really looking good. $15 love. Game point. Yeah. Agassi wants a call on that one, but it was about a foot in.
Thank you.
Second break point. That is a terrific shot from Wheaton. I tell you, he has decided he's coming out here and he's going to do nothing but hit every ball just as hard as he can. And it's interesting that when guys grow up together like what a low percentage attempt.
His winners, his aggression is paying off.
30 all.
Mary, you're going to make errors when you're trying to be as aggressive.
30 all.
Did not get there, or did he? Yes, he did. Was not called, not up. But it left the court open for Wheaton to put it away anyway, and he saves another break point. Right into the body. That was a good play. He gives him the I'm sorry play. You know, that's quite legitimate anyway in tennis. He didn't need to do that. Wheaton understands. If that's the way to win the point, that's what he's going to do. Look.
And I also, Cliff, don't know how sorry guys usually are when they do that, because you know it's coming. So then why bother saying you're sorry? And that's...
This guy is dripping with sincerity here.
Yeah, well...
He just saved a set
everybody
point.
that's ever done that.
He's deeply apologetic.
Second serve points won. Andre Agassi really jumping all over the second serve.
Game, first set, Wheaton.
Calling it good.
You saw it good, she saw it good.
But you can't miss that one. I mean, I understand when it's close. I understand. That was crap.
Well, what you may have seen was what you may have seen, but this guy's been calling them good, and that ball was not long. So I don't think that was the mark.
It's wide. Look at it.
I see there are 3 marks there. There are 3 marks right there in a row. I don't know which one it is.
David, how did you see that? It's over now, but just call it.
I mean, I don't want to get involved in that. Seriously. I mean, there's going to be bad calls.
God forbid you go on a limb and give it to you.
Have to be 100.
You saw it. You be involved in anything.
Richard Kaufman in the chair having that altercation with Agassi, clearly unhappy about the call, which he said was
It's
wide.
over. Look at the scoreboard. Tell me how you saw it. How'd you see it?
It's not his judgment, it's mine.
They asked you to call it.
Now give it to me. I mean, talk to me about it. Don't get him involved.
That question from Agassi going to Wheaton, not to Richard Kaufman.
And that's something I don't agree with. Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely would argue the call.
Right, but
and,
you can't argue with David Wheaton.
No, I mean,
David
it's one
is
of
trying
those
hard
2
not to
marks
answer.
there. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, you try to get whatever you can on the court, argue your way. If you can change the call, fine, but it's certainly don't ask the other player to put him on the spot.
line.
Because eventually David Wheaton will be arguing his own case with Mr. Kaufman,
Time.
chair umpire. So
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're able to hear this back home, but at a
No,
certain
I
point...
stopped him from talking to you. I mean, he can talk to me, but I stopped him from talking to you.
It doesn't matter how I see it, really.
Well, I know.
Wheaton is absolutely right, but after Andre finished arguing with Richard Kaufman in the chair, he looked over to David Wheaton and said, the set's over, you can tell me now. How did you think it was? And of course, Wheaton just shook his head like, hey, buddy, I'm not gonna call. That was an ace for me for set point. He was 80 feet away. He's not gonna call his own serve out for Agassi. Agassi out of line there.
Of course, on the other hand, one of the things he could have said, yeah, I thought it was wide. Too late now.
That would have really aggravated him. That would have been a beautiful move.
yeah, but then you would have annoyed the chair umpire. So it's really a fine line of diplomacy.
Let's listen.
I didn't hear it. Was that out?
He made a call out.
Oh, and you agreed with it, right? Good. We could go to instant replay and make sure, you know?
It's a whole new set, and Agassi's got to get that in his head right now.
15 all.
Oh, man, he just let that one go. Was hoping for a call.
Didn't get one, though.
He should have played that. That was too close to let loose like that.
Dave, this is a big
30,
moment
15.
now when Agassi. $30 all.
I think right now we're seeing a
30 all.
Oh,
Game, Agassi.
there is the breaker serve. First one for Agassi, and he leads 2 games to 11. Serve.
That's
to
anticipate.
They both know what to do with a loose ball.
Titus has taken his leave of us for a moment. He's going to go down courtside, see what he can find out. Wheaton serving. It has been so far. Have you seen a lot of this, Patrick?
Yeah, I've been watching. I watched the first set in the locker room, and Wheaton's just playing with a lot of confidence now. He's serving really well, as you guys have been saying, and you know he bothers Andre. Andre doesn't feel that comfortable playing against him, and we can see that so far today.
Yeah, we were saying that earlier, actually. Michael Chang has a tough time against Wheaton as well. Something about the history of these guys. They've been playing against each other so long. Point. There's another break for Agassi. He's very much in control now. It was virtually a carbon copy.
And, you know, in a 2-week event, especially something like the U.S. Open or the French Open, well, there's a great shot by Wheaton.
15 all.
Showing his improved forehand there.
30-50, 15. He's hit a couple of those today, Wheaton, when he hasn't. It seems to me, Patrick, he came out today saying, I am going to have to hit the ball every bit as hard as Agassi. That's the only way I'm going to win. And he's done it. He's done it actually very effectively until these last few games.
Exactly. I mean, he's got to go for his shots to beat Andre.
Advantage Agassi.
that one was beautifully placed, and it kicked up nice and high. The rule that we've been able to enjoy so much in this match because it's come into play is
I mean, I think anything you can do to get the fans more interested, we should do. And you know, some guys are worried that that's going to bring down the level of play.
40 love.